Hello, I am here, fresh from the farm. Going to go through some of the comments that I got when I asked you guys for questions. And this one is from Blue Light 21, who said, could getting an eating disorder make you lose your period? How can I get it back? I've been eating relatively unrestrictedly for a few months, but no sign of getting my period back. Thanks. Well, yes, definitely. Um, well, it's not like yes, an eating disorder causes dietary restriction, which causes energy deficit, and that can cause you to lose your period. And so, really, it's energy deficit which causes the body to have to make a number of changes. You think about it, sometimes it's easier if you think about it instead of money, just think about, instead of energy, sorry, just think about money. So, your body, like a house or anything else, it costs money to run it. It costs energy to run it. It costs money to run it. Similar sort of thing, right? It needs fuel. It needs energy. If it was a house, it would need money going into it. And what happens when we go into energy deficit is we do not have enough money coming in. And so then the body is faced with some decisions, especially if this goes on for a while. If there's not enough money going in for a while, then the body has to go like, oh God, I've got to cut some things out now. And if it was somebody living in a house, then they'd be like, I have to cancel Netflix. That's all there is for it. I'm just going to have to do that. And then that might go on for a couple of months, cancel Netflix and think, all right, we can just about get by. And then if it doesn't get any better, at some point you're going to go, we're going to have to stop using the lights. We're going to have to go around with candles. Ugh, such a pain in the arse, but we're going to have to do it. What else are we going to do? We haven't got enough money. And so you make those changes and on and on and on. And this is what our body does when we're in energy deficit, because your body has to try and work out how to run itself when it's not got enough cash coming in. So it starts to make cuts. And the vast majority of those cuts we can't see. Like if you looked at the outside of a house, you would not be able to tell that somebody had cancelled their Netflix subscription, would you? Well, maybe if you're a real stalker, you would be able to tell. And maybe they'd hang out in the garden more because they wouldn't be inside watching Netflix. But you know what I mean? You wouldn't be able to look at the house and go like, that person's cancelled their Netflix subscription. They obviously don't have enough money coming in. You wouldn't know. Now, if they stopped using the electricity, well, unless you sort of walk past at night a lot, you probably wouldn't know that either, just looking from the outside of the house, would you? This is what our bodies do. It cancels a load of subscriptions and stuff, and a lot of the time you don't even really know. Could have just stopped doing something that it was going to do, and you wouldn't even know the difference. But then at some point, things start to happen, and you do know the difference. And losing your period is one of those things. Now, just because you can notice losing your period does not mean that that's the only thing that your body cancelled. Not at all. So what we've got to look at that is anything that is notable to us, the notable changes, the body having to cancel stuff, that's going to be the tip of the iceberg. Your body has already put a load of stuff on hold, highly likely, because it's been trying to work out how to do this, right? So when it comes to what you're doing now, which is hopefully eating more, and you said you've been eating relatively, in your own words, unrestrictedly. I would eat properly unrestrictedly if you want to see proper changes. You don't get to, though, tell your body what stuff it starts to subscribe to again once it's starting to get more money coming in. Because your body would be in the best place to know how to do that. That would be like somebody else who's outside your house telling you, all right, well, you've got an extra $10, so now you should actually do that thing instead of that thing. And you'd be like, no, shut up, don't tell me what to do. And so it's a bit like that. Your body has got some more energy coming in, but it's got a lot of things to sort out. You don't get to be like, oi, body, do the period. It's like, no, hang on, not ready for that yet. And so what you have to do is you just have to keep on supplying the money or the energy or the fuel or whatever you want to call it that feels less triggering than calories. That's what you've got to do. You've got to supply that, and then you have to, without judgment, be patient and just allow your body to sort itself out. Now, the other thing is that you probably know that you're still restricting somewhat. And that's not on, is it? If you know that you're restricting, which I bet you do, then guess what else? Guess what else knows that you're restricting? Your body. So your body knows that you're restricting food. And yet you're trying to convince your body, oh no, body, you can get on and do the period thing again. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Your body's like, it's not fucking fine, is it? You're still restricting, you idiot. I'm not doing anything. Your body knows if you're restricting. It knows if it wanted more food and more food did not come, and therefore it thinks there must be food scarcity in the environment. That's just this evolutionary thing that's evolved to just learn how to deal with things with. And so whilst there is any doubt that your body has that there is not food scarcity in the environment, why would it go to all the work of getting your period up and running again? For all it knows, there's another famine around the corner next week and it'll have to shut it all down again. It's going to have to be sure, isn't it? So my advice to you is get rid of the relatively that you've put in brackets there so that you can read I've been eating unrestrictedly. And that will help. All right, bye.